The Plight of a Single Mother, Part 2. Single mothers are everywhere on the globe. Look at this single mother who left the marriage. She could not leave her children with the man with whom she was uncomfortable enough to live. They couldn't rhyme, so she knew her children couldn't rhyme with him. Either he had got another woman and therefore abandoned this one, or he got another wife, did not chase this one away, but left her to chase herself as per the conditions prevailing, what we call nowadays the new normal. Many men, when new ones arrive, or when new women arrive, the old one becomes insignificant. The new wife is up there in the sky, and the old one is down there in obscurity. Because of her children, she endures for a season, but later she's overwhelmed by the mistreatment and she throws in the towel. Either the man stops providing completely, or he directs that the new wife be the one to apportion the old woman what she needs. Very few women will allow their co-wife to allocate to them their necessities. So she decides to leave. The man may give a condition that she leaves the children behind or the child behind in case she's going. Now, she says, why should I leave the children behind? If you want help from me, leave my children behind. The woman sits and looks at her children. She looks at the children's education versus their well-being. She's not sure of their safety. If her co-wife hates her, can she love the children? She may not. She chooses the lesser of the two evils. So she lives with her children. The man also stops helping and supporting. So this woman becomes inevitably a single mother. Some few women go to law for justice, but many prefer to move on without the man's help. I'm not saying here that men are totally bad. No, please don't misunderstand me. In many cases, men will continue helping their children even after their marriage has failed with their mother. Others even continue supporting their ex-wife for the sake of the children. Some have even constructed for them houses. They have started for them businesses. Some have given them ATM cards and some other helplines. Not every man discards of the old wife when he gets a new one. No. But the subject of this matter, what I'm talking about here, what I'm emphasizing here, are those single mothers that have left the marriage. Those single mothers that are not being helped by the men because the marriage has failed, because they have divorced. The woman, the subject of this matter are those women who find themselves having to fend for their children alone. The category in question, and in particular, are those who are single mothers due to divorce or separation. Many of these women are working mothers. They can afford school fees for their children, so they go ahead and support their children. We thank God for such women that give all for their children. When I say working mothers, I mean those that work in formal employment and are paid either a salary or a wage. I also mean those that have businesses that give them regular income. Some of those businesses require that these women move, they travel, they fly, or they board ships to make ends meet. They may traverse villages, towns, countries, and even continents. Others go very far away and get jobs, but keep sending help to their children. What these women encounter in terms of inconveniences, in terms of difficulties and challenges, they are as diverse as the women themselves. Each one has a story to tell, and the story is unique. And many of them never tell the whole story. Some of these single mothers do not even have a formal employment. Maybe they did not go fine school, or somehow they don't even have a business, but they have children that are looking to them for food and shelter. So they must think. Fate has pushed some to become twilight women who must sleep with men for the sake of fending for their children. I salute such women who have given up their dignity. They have forfeited their reputation for the sake of the children. Not everyone on the street is doing it for leisure. They have children to feed at all costs. And this is one of the costs. Before you castigate, before you criticize, before you throw them in the garbage bin and cover them, please stop and think. It is not decent trade, that one I know. Yes, but fate has driven them that far. Before you drive them off the streets, whether KCCA or whichever town council, before you drive these women off the streets, please give them an alternative help for their children, because they must fend for these children. If you don't, you are going to cause them to be worse citizens than you thought you were trying to solve. Sometimes the way you solve a problem can also be a problem. For whatever reason, these women left the marriage, justifiably or otherwise, you cannot speak them out of existence. These are women that are not appreciated anywhere at all. They are never given an appreciation token. They are never given a medal. They are never given a funding. And they are never given even a good word, which costs nothing. And yet, they are helping the nation. They are helping the world, which is a global village, to educate the youth. They are helping the government to decongest prisons. They are helping to reduce on the juvenile delinquents. Someone out there should be grateful. On one of the Women's Days, in one of the years, let the single mother be appreciated with a medal. Create a place for the single mother in Parliament. You will be shocked how many will be represented. That particular MP representing single mothers might have the biggest constituency in Parliament. I'm talking to someone about single mothers. Do not close your ears. Please listen. Your mother, your wife, your daughter, your cousin, your neighbor, your friend is a single mother. Even your enemy is a single mother. And if you have listened to this, please subscribe to the Genevieve Kibbumba channel and you will be blessed more. I want to appreciate the men that did not allow their former wives to become single mothers. I have removed my cape for you, sirs. Thank you. I saved them a lot of embarrassment, a lot of shame, a lot of hassle, a lot of inconveniences. You also saved yourselves from my criticism.